Hey guys, Wednesday, July 23rd of 2025. Let's see what the Black Widow's up to today. So there's a gentleman that does a lot of Elliott wave stuff and follows my channel in regards to nat gas. I figured I show my system is showing here in regards to the Elliott wave theory. You know, this count may be wrong. So we'll see. Everybody has a different way of counting. So obviously the 10 March 10th high is your wave 5. We got an A, B, C to 425. We got an A, B, C into that June 18th high. And now we're building a 1, 2, 3. That's the 7-9 flow. 4, like we just made this wave 4 into wave 5. And what's interesting is that typically on July there is a swing low. How I know that? Excuse me. Using 20 years worth of data, July is normally the weakest, and then August gets stronger, September, October, and then it dwindles. So there's going to be a low somewhere here, but it's going to play out. We just don't know. I'm leaning on the 25th, 24th. But you know, maybe it could go into August and then rip. We're not too sure, but I'm just looking at different things. Here is another seasonality chart that I look at. What's interesting is that this is the July 4th, 7. Remember that it kind of bottomed out. You can see the different 5, 10, and 15 year all going up from this area, July 4th, 7. And so far we dipped even lower and then rallied and then pulling in. So could this be the fail new low that we're looking to and then reverse? Another observation is that July the 24th, remember I've been saying July 24th, 25th, that's when my SO date hits, that there could be a possible low. I wonder if this is going to be an inverse. Since we go high into the 24-20, pull back, and somewhere around, I don't know, the first week of August, first couple of days, and then it rallies, and then you get this nice strong rally into August. Am I saying this is going to happen exactly? No, but it's just kind of at least get a roadmap, get an idea of what could possibly play out, comparing it to the past. So this is just an idea. So the first thing you want to maybe keep an eye on, since we're not going up, and typically she does go up, but then pulls back, and somewhere in the first week of August, then she rips. How about if she's going to do the inverse? She's kind of going sideways lower, trapping some bears, and then somewhere between the 24th, 25th reverses. Maybe test this new low, maybe fill some gaps. I'm not too sure. Or maybe just kind of go here sideways, maybe not pop on the 24th, 25th. And somewhere around August, you know, rally. So it's just throwing you ideas of what could possibly play out in regards to seasonality. But nonetheless, we have a projection wave 5 coming here, which is somewhere around 302. And then there's a second one around 270. It's just going to play out. We'll see. These little things here, this will get void. This whole thing will probably change in regards to counting Elliott wave theory if we have a close above 350. That means if we don't take out wave 3 or push lower, just a $3 change. If we don't take that out and don't push lower and close above 350, there's a high probability that maybe the low is in and that it's gonna rally into August. Let's look at some other couple of things. It was in this linear regression channel and then broke out. So I have a couple of targets here too. 311, and also somewhere between 293, 298, 288, two levels that I'm watching here. This one is indicating the 29th. The 25th and 29th. The Stokes are just kind of digging in here a little bit. All right, let's go to our next clip. Okay, as you guys know, I like to look at the market profile, and so far you see that we've taken out the value area high. We're pretty far from the point of control, which is somewhere around 290-ish. But you can see that the selling pressure is strong. Maybe it's kind of slowing down, I'm not too sure. And also looking at our anchor VWAP from the 1002 high, you can see that we are approaching it right here. Right there. We probably even we're very close to kissing it. This is for the week. This is a weekly candle, so remember, a whole week of trading, and then we kind of bounce off of it. A whole week of trading, and then we bounce off of it. Here, whole week of trading closed below it, and then bounced off of it. So resistance here, resistance here. So this is like your magic line in the sand. So are we going to bounce off of it this week? I don't know. We'll see. But keep an eye on that. That's like around 318 and change. You get like a candle like this, like the Bitcoin. Remember that bull kicker I was telling you about that just happened? And we're already at 120,000. This is a candle you want to see for conviction. You know, maybe, and it could do this too. This is a whole week of trading going up, and then the bulls retreated, found support. Here is probably gonna, maybe we won't get a bull kicker. I'm just assuming, but we probably could get a move like that, but we'll see. So just keep an eye on that. Looking at our daily, we're kind of in no man's land. This is a low of $1.52. We're not even there yet. There's a couple of pivots here that I'm watching for maybe possible support, and then there's the gap fill right here. Let's go to our simple glance chart. We're building a PPS sell signal, but that's kind of early because we got to wait till the month closes, which will be in a couple of days. MACD is still negative. Looking at our weekly, MACD is still negative. We're already below the 50 SMA. And there is 323 and lowest 321. So maybe it's finding support here, but too early to tell. I don't see anything positive here yet. PPS sell signal, so nothing's really positive. We fail this line here. This will probably be the sweet spot if it gets down there between the last week of July. Maybe this is where they turn it, but that's just speculation of mine. So if you're short, you should probably maybe start tightening your stops or maybe taking some profit here. On the daily, still, we're kind of on this pivot here around 323. MACD is still negative. You got this pivot low here around 314 that could find support. But so far, dwindling down. In regards to geometry, nothing's positive there. Very negative. On the channel, we're getting very close to kissing this midpoint in conjunction with the anchored VWAP. So remember that. Let's see, FT levels. This is the next one here. We get down there, 317. In retail, you can see that retail was trying to keep that angle and fail. So there's an open space in regards to the retail eyes using the Gann fan. Let's see, let's go here. Retracement, we're already at the 50% from a different swing point, 321. Let's see if this holds. That doesn't hold. We'll get down here and then maybe test this here on 285. And I think tomorrow will be, EIA report. So this is the 25th. So seasonality wise, using the 5, 10, and 15, it was showing that from July 4th, 7, it rallies, and then somewhere around here, it turns. And on that first week of August, it really starts moving higher. But it's going inverse, and I wonder if maybe this is where it's going to turn. So far, it worked out in a couple of spots. I wonder if it's going to work out here. Remember, this is not like the Holy Grail. This is just a technique of Gann, measuring time. And this is not going to always work in the future, but it's working so far now. So let's see if something happens between the 24th, 25th. That's Friday, between Friday and Sunday, Sunday night. Futures. Let's go into our midpoint chart. And we have a quadrant here, around 319. The low is 321, so very, very close to maybe kissing this. We don't know if it's going to bounce off of it yet. But for next week, if it's going to be bullish, this is a weekly chart. This is what you probably want to see, a candle like that, to give you conviction that it maybe want to rally into August. But nothing positive here. Looks like it's about to crack the MOBOs. On the daily, you're at the last quadrant. Right here, 318. Your next one, or your last one for the month, is going to be to 298. You see that it found support here at this quadrant. So let's see if it's going to hold here. And waves are negative. Stokes are unwinding, but the MOBOs are chopped. It hasn't cracked neither of them. So it's just kind of stalling, just kind of very quiet, maybe waiting for something to happen. On the 4 hour, failed new high and then sold off, and this was the massive target. So if you were short from here, you locked it. You should take some off at least. And it kind of regained here, but kind of failed, just kind of quiet. But the waves are positive, or they're starting to get positive, and the MOBO's a little positive. So maybe there might be a little bounce. I'm not too sure. But the 4 hour is still negative. The 1 hour, your line in the sand today will be 327. It looks like she's waking up. It's just been dwindling sideways, but like very quiet. It's like just kind of so much volume, just kind of very quiet. So I don't know, we'll see. But so far, keep an eye on that. We're somewhere around 321, 322. Well, as you look at like a Gann square, we're somewhere around here. So at least you want to regain the 325 area. That's your 135 degree. And if it goes down, you want to see at least 316 hold. 328 is going to be key. That's going to be key. We could get above that, high probability that we could start moving higher, but that's a number you want to keep an eye on.